Hello beauties, how are you today? In today's video, I'm actually going to review the new Mardi Gras palette from W7. This palette just came out. It's a huge palette, super versatile, and I really wanted to try this. I mean, this is insane. Look how big it is next to my face. Everyone's been talking about it, how it's a dupe for the Carnival palette. I don't have the Carnival palette, but I really want to try this one and see how it is. And then I might get the Carnival palette and then compare these two together. If that would be an interesting video for you guys, please leave me a comment down below and let me know, and I will definitely take it into account. So enough talking, and let's go ahead and try this palette. I'm super excited. Also, I already did my base because I'm trying out a new foundation from Catrice. Let me show you. This is the True Skin foundation from Catrice again, and I'm also trying out the 18-hour long concealer also from Catrice. So I tried these two together, and if you want to see that video, I'll definitely link it up here for you guys. And for now, let's go ahead and continue with the Mardi Gras palette. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not 100% sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, this is how I think you're supposed to say it. Anyway, it has 14 shades, which is just crazy. So we're gonna do a little bit of zoom in so we can see the colors better. There's a lot of shades here to swatch everything. So I'm probably gonna do swatches and insert them later on, because if I have to swatch everything now, we're gonna be here a million years. But I am gonna swatch a few. So I was actually thinking of doing a greenish look with these shades right here, because these look really pretty. Also, the mirror is huge, which is a plus. And this was like €9, which is insane, insane. For €9, this palette just, I don't know, but we'll see if it's good or not. Okay, so I just used my Born This Way concealer in the shade Light Beige as always to prime my lids, just because this is a very good concealer to prime for eyeshadow, and I feel like it gives you a little bit of a time to work with eyeshadow, and I don't know, it's just the best. I prefer it so much more than the P. Louise base. So yeah, and also you get like a ton of product. Anyway, I'm gonna start with, I don't even know, there's so many shades. So I'm gonna start with shade Peachy, which is like this peachy, obviously that's why it's called Peachy, this peachy shade right here, and I'm gonna use this in my crease. But before, I'm actually gonna swatch a few shades, because I don't know, I feel like, but I don't want to swatch it because it's so beautiful. Okay, enough. Okay, I'm gonna swatch this shade right here in the corner because it's like screaming my name, which is this one right here, and this one is called Unmask. It's wow, okay, what's happening here? It's so creamy and buttery. What the heck? Oh my god, you guys, look at this. This is insane. Okay, so I'm definitely maybe not do a green look. Maybe I'll do a purple look. I don't know. Okay, I'm also gonna swatch the shade Behave and Rex. These are underneath this purple one. Purples are really hard to do. I know that for a fact. Very hard to formulate. So these purples, I mean, are amazing. I don't know if my camera is focusing very well. These are truly beautiful. These are these 3 shades that I just swatched right here, these 3. Let's swatch some green shades because, okay, so I'm gonna swatch Zesty, Acid, and Venice, which are these ones right here. So these 3 green ones, I'm gonna swatch these and see how they look. Zesty is a little bit more gritty, but nothing too major. Okay, this is insane. What the heck? I mean, okay. Swatch Acid. Okay, this one is a little bit more powdery, but it's very creamy. Okay, yeah, there's a lot more powder here, but it's still very pigmented. And I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the shade Venice, which is this beautiful turquoise one. And okay, this one doesn't show up that much, but it's still a very beautiful shade. So these so far so good. I'm gonna go ahead and start creating my look, and later on I'm gonna insert more swatches. Yeah, this is just a lot.
Time for a love potion. little sweet and spice. Throw it all in a cauldron, mix it up real nice. Fire in my eyes, stir counterclockwise. I dream of you all night. Filled with emotion, follow the signs. With this devotion, you will be all mine. I'm pulling you closer to me. You're finding it harder to breathe. The magic is taking.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade Venice, which is this one right here, and I'm actually gonna start by adding it to my lower lash line, just because I don't know, I feel like I need to do that. Don't ask why. So I'm gonna pick it up on my brush from Ubu. Unfortunately, this brush is no longer available, but it's a very small brush, and it's perfect for blending out eyeshadow and also for placing eyeshadow. So I am gonna add this. I think it has a bit of a fallout, so I'm gonna tap my brush before and add this shade to my lower lash line. Really shouldn't have done my foundation first. I probably should have done it after, but if we get a lot of fallout, then it's just my fault. It looks a lot more turquoise in the pan, but on the eye it's a lot more green, but it is a very pigmented and beautiful shade. I mean, look at that, it's just really gorgeous. Have you guys tried this palette, or do you have the Carnival one and want to try this one? I mean, I don't have the Carnival one. I know a friend of mine has it. Her name's Chess, and her channel is Cruelty Free Makeup on YouTube, and she has the Carnival palette and she said it's amazing. I would love to try it, but yeah, I don't know. Probably after using this palette, I want to buy it just because I want to see if this is an actual dupe. I don't know what I'm doing. So I don't really play with a lot of color. I know I really should. I'm gonna take a thinner brush. This is from Morphe. This is the B75 brush, and I'm gonna be a little bit more specific with this green shade just because I feel like it. I love my explanations today. Okay, so far so good. This shade was very pigmented, a little bit powdery, but nothing too crazy. And I don't know, I feel like I'm losing myself in this palette. Okay, I'm gonna take the shade Olive, which is like this dark brown, green, I don't know what shade this is supposed to be, but it's a very beautiful shade. And I'm gonna add this to my lower lash line as well. By the way, do you guys like my summer nails? Aren't these like the cutest summer nails ever? I am obsessed with them. They're a little bit grown out because I got them done like a week ago, but I really love them. Okay, so I'm gonna take that same B75 brush from Morphe, and I'm gonna add this shade right here. And I feel like it's not showing up on top of that green. So I'm actually gonna take the brush that I used before, and yeah, these shades are a little bit powdery, but nothing too crazy so far. So I'm gonna add this to my outer corner right here and see, oh, okay. This is pigmented. This is very pigmented. I'm gonna just place the color, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm very lost today. Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of fallout because I didn't tap it off, but I think you can remove this easily. I have a dinner tonight and I don't want to look cray-cray, but I'm gonna try to use as many shades as possible. Oh, by the way, this is my favorite blending brush. This is the NYX 44 brush, and this brush blends out everything, like everything, literally. It's the best brush in the world. I think I got eyeshadow in my eye and I can't see anything now. Okay, so I just added this olive shade in the outer corner right here and also on the other side, and I think it's time to use something in my crease. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this dark brown, which is called Vieux Carré. I think that's how you say it, which is this shade right here. It's a beautiful brown, and I need something neutral in my crease, and then we'll go from there. So I'm gonna continue with my NYX 44 brush, just because, I don't know, I just can't blend. I can't blend anything without it. I've just gotten so used to it and I feel like it's the best. Okay, this is a very pretty shade too. It's like a neutral brown with a touch of pink maybe, but it is very, very pretty, and it's blending out like a dream. Add it to the other side. I swore to myself that this summer I was gonna do more colorful looks, but in reality, I was barely wearing any makeup. I don't know, just because I didn't feel like it. I think in winter I might do more colorful looks, but yeah. So I should probably stop making promises to myself that I just can't keep. Okay, now it's time to add maybe some more green. I'm gonna go ahead and add this dark green, which is called Envy, and it's this one right here. It's very, very pretty. So I'm gonna add this on my outer corner real quick. This is a really pretty green. It also has a bit of a fallout, but that's okay. Oh yeah, this one has a ton of fallout. Okay, maybe it's not okay. But it's very pigmented. So I'm just gonna add it on the outer part of my eye and bring it upward maybe. Like, I never know how to use color. Okay, so this color is really, really pretty. Okay, you have to keep in mind there's not like a huge amount of fallout, but there is some fallout. So I would definitely suggest doing your eye makeup first and then your base makeup, because otherwise you're just gonna have to be really careful. And I mean, for me, it's just very annoying because I'm never careful. Another thing I'm noticing is that you do have to add like a decent amount of color. Like for this green, I have to add quite a few layers. So I feel like I have to work with it a little bit. It's not, I mean, it is pigmented, but in order to get that pigmentation, you have to use like a decent amount, which is fine. Like I don't mind, especially for the price point. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But I am really liking how this is turning out. I never would have thought I would use green. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other eye. Okay, so far so good. I do feel like this green shade is becoming a little bit patchy, just like here in the outer corner. Nothing too major, but I feel like it's a little bit hard to blend it out. And the more I blend it out, and the more I blend it out, the more I feel like it gets like patchier. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But yeah, let's continue. I don't want to be too judgmental about it yet because I've just started out. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this green shade, which is called Zesty. It's this one right here, the one that's underneath Olive that we just used. So I'm probably gonna use this. I'm actually gonna start by adding it on my finger, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use it on a brush just because I think it might have a little bit of fallout. So I'm gonna start with the finger and then we'll see. So I am gonna add it right here, middle of my eye. Okay, this is it's a little bit hard to place it. I feel like you have to work with it. It's not really sticking to my lid very easily. Like I feel like I have to press quite a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my 234 brush from Zoeva, and I'm gonna spray it with some fixing spray and see if that helps a little bit more. I'm just gonna use my Mario Badescu fixing spray with rose water, and oh my god, it's not picking up anything on the brush. As you can see, it's barely picking up any product. So I think it's gonna be very hard to add. Okay, it's actually, it's not bad, it's not bad. It is placing it pretty well and it is showing up quite a bit, but it's not as intense as in the pan. I feel like in the pan it's a little bit more shimmery. Like I feel like it's losing a bit of that shimmer. I'm gonna go ahead and, is my camera on? Yeah, I thought it wasn't recording. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just blend it out a bit more. Okay, yeah, it is pretty. It is pretty. I have to say it's not bad. I'm gonna add a tiny bit more of that green because I feel like it kind of went away. Like you see when I place it, it's super intense. This is the shade Envy. like the dark green we used. And then once I start blending it, I feel like it loses a lot of its pigmentation, which is a pity. So you'll see in a second, like once I start properly blending it in, I don't know, I feel like it fades away a little bit. Okay, we'll see. We're gonna continue. I'm gonna add this shade on the other eye, and then we'll see what else we'll add. Okay, so this is how we're looking so far. I'm actually liking it. It's not bad. It just takes a little bit of time to blend everything in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade Tahitian Pearl. I don't know how you spell it, which is this one right here. And it's a very beautiful like pearl shade, and I want to use this on top of that green because I want to make it pop a little bit more. And I'm gonna go ahead and use it with my finger first. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys so you can see. It's a very, very pretty shade, and also it's very potent, and it feels very buttery and soft. So I think this is gonna be like a good shade. Okay, yeah, this is adding very, very easily. And I feel like it's making everything else stand out a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna add it with my brush. Okay, that is perfect. I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and add it to my other eye. So I am really liking this. This pop of pearl, Tahitian pearl or whatever it's called, it just made the entire eye look amazing. Now I think I'm gonna add a little bit of black just to deepen out the look a little bit. So I'm just gonna add this shade Midnight, which is this black shade right here, if you can see. This palette doesn't even like fit, it's so big. So yeah, I want this look to be a little bit more smoky. So, as I said before, I do have a dinner, and I don't know, I feel like it needs a little bit of black. So first, I'm gonna take my Ubu brush that I used before, and I'm just gonna add this to my lower lash line. Actually, no. I'm gonna use my B75 Morphe brush just because it's a little bit more specific. And I'm gonna add this black shade right here. Okay, I feel like this is not a very intense black. It's more like a dark gray. It's fine, I don't mind, but it's not like a super, super deep black, I reckon. Or maybe it's just me. Okay, and I'm also gonna add it right here in the outer corner and then bring it in a little bit. They all have a bit of fallout, so especially like the deeper shades, all of them so far had some fallout. The glittery ones didn't have that much fallout. Well, the Tahitian pearl, whatever it's called, that one didn't have fallout, but the green one did have a bit of fallout. So keep that in mind. And so far, yeah, so good. Okay, I feel like this black has a lot of fallout. I really should have done my eye look first, but whatever. Okay, I'm gonna add a bit more black just right here, but I'm not gonna bring it all out. And then I'm gonna take my brush from NYX, make sure it's really blended. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm actually really liking this. I feel like that green doesn't exist anymore, like the dark green that we used. I mean, you can still see it a little bit here, but like the black kind of took over. I'm gonna add it to the other eye real quick. I think I got so much product on my contacts, it's ridiculous. But you know what, for the sake of this video, it's fine. I'm gonna add something in my inner corner. I'm probably gonna add the same shade that I used on my lid because it's the only shade that I can actually use in my inner corner, which is this one right here. I just really can't pronounce it. So I'm gonna take a pointy brush. I'm gonna take my M431 brush from Morphe. This is my favorite brush for the inner corner. And I'm gonna add this beautiful shade right here. Okay, this is really, really pretty. I feel like it's bringing the whole look together. And we're almost done. I think everything, honestly, I mean, it wasn't bad, but I don't know. I still need to play it a little bit with the palette more. So I'm just gonna finish off the rest of my face makeup off camera. I'm gonna add some lashes and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just added some liner and lashes and I finished the rest of my face. I feel like this lash just doesn't want to stay in its place and I feel like it keeps on moving, but you know what, that's fine. I love how this look came out. I think it's really, really pretty. I think I used like way too much color, like way too many colors, and I feel like it's like too much. Maybe it's just because I never use color, so that's why I feel like I'm boom, you know. But yeah, I do really like it. The palette itself, I feel like I still have to work with it a little bit more because I haven't used all the shades, and obviously it's impossible because there's 40 shades. But the ones that I used, I did have to work with some of them a little bit. But for the price point, I think it is an amazing palette. I'm not sure if it's a dupe for the Carnival one. You'll have to let me know in the comments down below because, as I said before, I haven't tried the Carnival one yet. I'm gonna zoom you guys out so you see like the full look properly. And what else? Yeah, I don't know. I think as I said before, I need to play around with this palette more. But for the price point, it is an amazing palette. If you want to see if it is a dupe, I'll definitely purchase the Carnival one and compare them side by side and let you guys know. Now the sun is coming out, thank God. I mean, this whole video while I filmed, it was super cloudy, and now it's sunny when I actually finish my video. This always happens to me. Anyway, this video will be very fun to edit, especially like the lighting situation. So yeah, enough talking. Love the palette, love the look, love the colors. So yeah, you guys will have to decide in the comments down below. You'll have to let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the review. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Time for a love potion.